what's the motivation for you behind all this, bro? Because I know like you being an ex-athlete, you like, they think I'm putting my all into it.
So the motivation comes from walking by faith. You know, so if I know this attention, this discipline I have to have when I'm playing baseball, and this is how far I can go with it, right? Because a lot of people, like my mom would say, a lot of your friends haven't even made it that far, so that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah.
But for me, as the one that's going through the journey, I'm always thinking I can always get further and get further. I'm just a tick away, and that's what I always felt like. It's just not getting a real opportunity once I got released from the Mets. So now, okay, to answer your question, the motivation behind it is like if I take that same discipline and apply it over here, because I already feel like I'm good at making music.
Right.
Okay, what happens if I keep doing it and I keep doing it and I keep doing it and I keep doing it? Because if I take that same discipline over here and apply it in music, I think I know where that road is going to go.
Right.
If I take that same drive and discipline in my career, I already know where to go. I already know where I'm going because I'm basing it off of, my baseball career.
Okay.
Right? Because you have to have a level of discipline, you got to shut a lot of stuff out. When I'm in Oklahoma college playing baseball, I got to be disciplined. I got to do school. I got to do this. I'm looking back at people that are still in college at home, maybe, or maybe even working or whatever. Right? And it's like, I got to keep going. This is what I'm going to do. I want to be the best at it.
Right.
And I feel like it's just in my DNA. It's like once I do something, I don't want to just be a worker. I want to be like in a leadership position. And I just feel like when you step on that mountain, a whole different beast has to come out.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you ain't no friends out there.
You all by yourself.
No friends.
It's jungle.
And it's just like a fight, right? You just gonna let a dude hit you in the face and be like, oh, damn.
Suit up,
there's no thought process in I'm not gonna win or I'm not gonna make it.
Right.
So anything I'm doing is like I'm gonna do this and I'm going to be the best at it. And if not right now, I'm gonna keep putting in the reps because I know I gotta put my work in.
Right, most definitely.
Right? You gotta put your work in. Put your 8,000 hours in.
You ain't gonna get nowhere you don't put the reps in. A lot of people want to just take that hurdle. Nah, you gotta wait your turn.
Yeah, and then I learned this too. So when you running a race, right, you don't want to look over to that person. You want to keep your head down and run your race, because your level of or your journey of what's the right wording for it? I'm just gonna call it excellence, right?
Okay.
No, level of success. Your journey of success is gonna look different than my journey of success, right? So if I look over at somebody else and I'm judging my journey of success off of yours, I'm going to lose sight of what I'm trying to do. So that's why I just keep my head down. Because like I said, that level of discipline is different compared to guys that aren't as disciplined. And I know that because when I'm playing in a game and I'm locked in, everything doesn't even matter. Boom. But then when there's games where I'm like trying to lock in, I step off, shake my head like, all right, get back focused again. Come on.
Exactly, right.
Sometimes that's going to happen, right, in life.
Part of the process.
Yep.
It happens.
Boom, shake it off and get right back to it.
Yeah. As us being man, we know we've been through that shit so much of our life.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people don't speak on that. I want to go ahead and switch it up, trip to Diego.
Bam, hold on, correction. Trip to Dago.
Trip to Dago. let me get it right. You hear me? My bad on JOCTOBER.
You heard it here first, man.
Look,
trip to Dago.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about that, bro. Before we even go there, where the name come from?
So it was gonna be called A Day in Dago, but I just didn't like the way that sounded.
A Day in Diego.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like how that sounds.
You don't like that?
Nah, I just like a trip to Dago sounds better. And I was at my boy's house. And then I was like, hey, what's the name of that song again? He said, A Trip to Dago. I said, there we go. Boom. Because I had it written down for something else because I couldn't remember the actual name. And I was like, oh, yeah, there we go. That's what it is. But just when I heard that beat, I was captivated.
Okay.
And so when I write, the beat has to do something for me. Like I have to feel something. And if I don't, it's kind of hard for me to write. Excuse me. So when I heard that beat, I was like, ooh, I'm already... Ooh, this sounds like an anthem kind of thing right here. Right. Ooh, hey, summer's coming up. Right. And then I don't know, my writing process, like once I feel like I'm starting to, now I'm trying to see what words is going to come out with this flow right here. And then I don't know. Like my process is for me, is like music is a feeling, right? So when you dance and, you feeling it. So like if somebody's listening to my song, how do I want them to feel? That's what And I'm riding down the valley in the back. Ooh, that sound cool. Can I say it again? Okay, can I say it again? That's the line that go right there then.
I see.
That's my process. And if I can't come up with that line or if I'm struggling with it, that line don't go right there.
I see what you're saying.
Let me find it again. Yeah. Hey, Okay, yeah. Can I say it again? Oh yeah, that go right there. Yeah. So and then I pray before I write too because I already know it's in me and I want it to come out.
Okay.
Right. And it's just like with baseball. Like I ask when we line up on both sides before the game start. I always thank God. Like, hey, thank you for what you've done for me, past. What you're doing for me, present, and what you're gonna do for me, future. Because I don't know what you're gonna do for me in the future. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm gonna thank you in advance.
Right.
I thank you for everything you've done for me in the past because I'm still here. I made it through whatever I was going through, and thank you for what's happening right now. So when I write, I already know it's in me. Now I trust myself to just bring it out, and that's why I say, can I write it again? Can I say it again? All right, cool. That goes here, and if it's not, I'm not gonna force it.
Like that whole little setup process.
It's my process.
Like how was the time frame on you getting that whole song, that video together?
So I came up with the first 4 bars, and then I was running out of ideas. So I said, let me leave and come at it again with fresher ideas. So I stopped writing it, and then I finally finished my verse. So I laid the hook and I laid my verse, and then I mentioned 2 artists from San Diego that have a good following and whatnot, because I'm thinking this song is cool. It could be bigger than me, right? So I try to reach out to them, and then I was getting no response. So maybe that's a month, 2 months or whatever, because I'm picky on the beats and who I want to work with, because I'm listening to their sound and X, Y, and Z. So I had to do some research and look around San Diego, who's popping it, and who has a good sound, who has a good look, and who's actually doing it.
Right.
Like, I don't want to just make songs just to be making songs and shit.
Get to anybody.
Not even just that. Like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm not just doing it just to have look like I have motion on Instagram.
Right.
I want to actually do it if I'm going to do it.
Right.
So then I came across B Real's page, shout out B Real, and I was listening to his music, listening to his sound, and just, observing, and I reached out to him like, hey, I got this song, I'm trying to see if you want to hop on it. He said, all right, send me the beat and we can go from there. I'm like, all right, cool. Boom. And I said, yo, he said he's going to mess with it. I said, take your time, don't rush it. I don't got like a time frame on it because I don't want somebody to feel rushed. I want you to give your all on this beat so when you send it back, it sounds full and it sounds complete.
Right.
And then so, boom, that happened. And then when you hear it, it sounds like we were fucking probably boys forever because the relationship on that song is just, I've heard, it just sounds like y'all both just gliding on there.
Okay.
So when I hear his verse, I'm like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. It sounds cool. Oh, yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Like, go ahead, get this going.
Hell yeah. And then the video wasn't even supposed to happen that early because I'm working on something else, right? That was Trip to Dago was just a song I made, and I'm working on something else. And then he's like, hey, this biker club, shout out Black Sabbath, they having their 50th anniversary and they want us to come perform it because he mentioned them in their song.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right. He said there's gonna be motorcycles, this, that, and the third. I'm like, hey, that sounds cool. If it makes sense, let's do it. Got in contact with a camera dude, and then boom, set it up, made it happen, and then it just happened. The creators in us just made it happen.
Got the whole little process.
Yeah, hanging out the car and shit. I was like, hey, get me out the car, man. This shit, because I don't know, something about an artist rapping outside of a car is just, it's a cool look.
Yeah, no, most definitely it is. Yeah.
It's a cool look. So I said, shit, I'm a cool nigga, man. So let me get this going, man.
Right, overall, like a smooth operation.
Yeah.